Okay, and we are live. Hello, everybody. I'm broadcasting from a slightly different location. I'm actually up at my brother's house because we had a few meetings to do. We are a little bit late, but we are here with the lovely and talented Christine. Why don't you say hello and wave to us here?
Hi.
It's great to have you here, and for those of you who don't know what this is all about, I'm doing an interview with Christine. She's one of the rising stars in the ASM Masters group, and I just had a couple of questions because a lot of people they hear a lot from me, they hear a lot from Jason Fladlin, but I wanted to give a voice to the people who are doing really well, who did take the risk and jumped in and are actually pretty happy with the results. So again, Christine, thank you for being here. So let's first of all let's go ahead and jump in. Christine, I asked this to James yesterday. Um, are you comfortable? Can you at least give us like a ballpark figure of what you're making on Amazon right now?
Yeah, ballpark is 11,000 right now.
Wow, 11,000 overall?
Yeah, in terms of sales in 30 days.
Excellent, right?
And one product. Yeah.
Wow, that's That's incredible. No, and that's something people want to know about. So really the one of the first questions that I have here is what's your background and what is it that really attracted to you to this product?
My background is in corporate risk management for
Oh,
many years. I worked in corporate in Europe, traveling a lot. And then I moved on to become a corporate coach and consultant. And I also have a background in meditation facilitation.
oh wow. Okay. All right.
And I'm pointing this out. What attracted me to ASM, Amazing Selling Machine, was really I always wanted to combine all three legs, all those three pillars I had created in my life together. And that actually happened through this. It's very interesting.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Okay.
So it's one risk management, the other thing really coach consulting. So I use that, I think, quite nicely with my customer support. And the other one is really my approach, how I created the product and how I kind of focus, how I use my mind, the calm to really kind of travel along the path every day, doing some meaningful actions.
Oh wow, excellent. Well, I can see how that really works together with working on Amazon as well, especially managing the risks, the customer service. That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, if you like, I can add in one more component. I also had
Oh yeah,
reached
yeah.
thank you. I had also reached sometimes life plays out that you really reach a point where you can reinvent yourself. And I had reached that point as well. So it was a great combination of different kind of factors coming together. And I was looking actually for 18 months for an appropriate business opportunity. And I have no background in internet marketing or the whole internet online business world.
Right, right, and well, and that's one thing that I always really liked about this is the fact that I could talk to people about it and they understood what I was saying because I am heavily in the internet marketing and it can be kind of lonely sometimes. So to have somebody to be able to talk to everybody about Amazon is great, and especially for those who want to like you reinvent themselves and try something different.
Thank you.
So another question that I had for you is that what are some of the highlights of Amazing Selling Machine that made you feel successful, like like this was going to be different than other products?
For me, what was key when I evaluated the business opportunity was really the structured, the systematized approach.
Hmm.
So you have everything is systematized. I was thinking about that last night, and you could close to say like the word cookie cutter. So it has a I would have never signed up with Jason Flatlin and Wilson Matos. And here's why. Because through them, and here my risk management background comes in again, I had a safety net. Mm-hmm. So it's the cookie cutter approach, the systematized business model, or business in a box. I know there's a product out there that's called like that, so I don't want to use it, but it's everything is laid out. You cannot get wrong. You can run it by the numbers. If you follow the system, you succeed. But I needed a safety net as well, and that might be unique to me. But the safety net came in through Jason Flatlin and Wilson Matos. And I can confirm now, it's close to 6 months now. I joined in October, that the safety net was amazing, was tremendous for me. It's the community approach, it's the additional value, the additional tools, the additional hands-on tips, great mentorship they provide. Right. Which made the difference for me. So that combination, I think, is so strong. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, and that's something that also that I noticed as well, of the simple fact that no matter what was happening, because I started and then stopped and then had some other projects I was working on, but never was there ever a point where I was ever confused on the next step or what to do next. And the times where I was frustrated, I was able to go to the community and reach out to the awesome group of people there. In fact,
Absolutely.
You were one of them, right?
True. Absolutely. And it's also for me, it's like a think tank, an additional think tank. There is kind of no question you cannot ask and you would not get an answer. So it's amazing to bounce off. And I had faced challenges, but I knew whenever there's a challenge, there is also already the solution in a way in the room, in the space. And so you just have to put yourself out there, ask the question, look for the answer, work smart and intelligently with kind of what you get back, and then the solution is there.
Exactly. Very well said. Thank you. Thank you. So my next question, and something that I'm sure a lot of people are wondering themselves, but maybe not brave enough to ask. What's some advice that you would give to somebody who's struggling to get their own product up on Amazon?
I think it's a great question. The advice is not to wait too long, not overanalyze. I did that. I had right at the beginning maybe 3 weeks which I could have cut into 1 week. Because I was analyzing, reanalyzing, looking for other products. Is it this or that? So I overanalyzed. Yes. And the second tip I could give is not to get attached to a product. I also had 2 product candidates, opportunities, very strong ones, great candidates, and I got attached. Including attached to the suppliers I found, like the top level suppliers, I prioritized them.
Right.
However, the numbers did not work. So I kind of tried to twist everything to make the numbers work, but they did not work. So I luckily, again, I don't know whether any of the others, and the second one is not to overanalyze.
Yeah, excellent information. That was actually my same problem. I got that whole analysis paralysis. I'm like, but I like these, and I want these to work. And then then I had to convince myself not to do that. What I should have done is did what you did and just pick up the phone and call Mattson. I mean, I know the guy. I could have called him, but I didn't. I wanted to just sit here and just research some more and not move any further. And honestly, I mean, I'll be totally honest. I was just scared. It was a new thing, and I didn't want to take that next step because what if? And I was just stuck there. So yes, I definitely want to reverberate what you said of don't wait, don't delay. If you've got the information waiting for you, just do it, right?
Right, and I had great candidates, but my heart was not that deep into it. And I had great, excellent candidates. I went for a quality product. We could touch on that as well if you like, but the quality product, an excellent quality product where the numbers worked excellently. I just was not that deep into it, so I could have run with it within 5 days of doing my first analysis, but I waited like 3.5 weeks. But it's all good. Yeah. It's all good. I learned a lot tremendously.
Yeah. And you took the action, and now here you are, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay, so the final question that I had is what are some of the things that you would have done differently were you able to go back and do it again?
One is directly connected what we just talked about. I would have not waited. I would have just picked the first one and run with it. And here's why. I don't know, I forgot who mentioned that, and maybe different interviews will point that out as well. I think it's so important to get with the first product the key experience, to get the process down.
Right.
To get, like, you know, it's quite a learning curve. It's a wonderful experience, and it's not difficult because, it's systematized and it's run by the numbers. So, yes, I think I would have run really fast with it, get my experience faster, and would have a second product already now.
Yeah. James had brought up that same point of just getting through that first product. I mean, you hope it'll be that slam dunk or knock it out of the park kind of thing, but I experienced something very similar. We got our product up and we're in that review stage, right? The horrid review stage, like I need those reviews, but of course now with Jason's viral app, that's not going to be an issue anymore. But if you don't get the reviews, you don't get the sales. And so if I were thinking about, hey, let's get this product up to learn it and then get another product way out there, then somebody would be interviewing me, right? But that's that's the same thing, and I think that's the common theme that I'm hearing a lot of is don't delay, get that first product out, and even if you're in the same position that I am, then get the next product out, because by the time you get the second product out, the first product will probably be rocking and rolling by then.
Absolutely correct. And we have a few members, I believe, they did that, they implemented that maybe because they knew that, had more experience, and they're like around the 25K plus level, and that's fine. And it doesn't have to be, just for listeners or the audience, it doesn't have to be the kind of that big slam dunk product. My product is I think it's a wonderful product. It's great, but it's not a slam dunk, and it still does so well. Just because when you do certain things in a certain way, it leads to results because the process is so powerful.
Yeah. In fact, I really enjoyed what you said. You said it was a wonderful process. I mean, it really is. I mean, you learn a lot, you grow a lot, and then your mindset totally changes. I mean, I can't even walk through the grocery store without stopping going, hey, I could probably source that, or I could source that, or you just see all these opportunities that you never saw before. And I think that's one of the things that really does make it, as you said, a wonderful process, because you're surrounded by people who are just as excited about the same thing that you are. You're actually in a community, not just here's a group. No, it's literally a community of people who want to rally around you and actually help. It's again, you really nailed it on the head, Christine, when you said it's a wonderful experience when you go through it.
Absolutely. I totally emphasize that.
Good.
I'm very, very grateful. Yeah.
So I didn't have any other questions for you, Christine. Is there anything else that you would like to add before we go?
I think I would love to add a tip, because I believe it has really added to my success. So I hope it can be seen on the camera, but here's something I did every week. I did like a goal sheet every week. Can you see it?
Yeah. Yep, there it is. Yeah, number 1, 30-day. Okay.
Do you see? And I created that what I did every week, I created the 5 game-changing activities. And they were all geared towards my goal. Kind of, let's say my goal was getting the first batch, 1K. So created every week that sheet, and those first 5 activities, the game-changing activities, had to be completed first. I think this little kind of tool helped me a lot to succeed, to arrive where I am right now, because I kept my focus tremendously, even if there were, were questions or maybe certain challenges appearing suddenly occurring, or maybe the reviews not trickling in fast
Hmm.
enough, or sales
So,
plateauing.
so having that goal sheet, it helped you stay focused, help you stay motivated, on and moving forward.
Absolutely. And if you would read it, it's very little things. For example, this week is like get samples for boxes, which
Mm.
is it might sound like a hair in the grand scheme of items I have to do and complete to reach the next level. You see what I mean? It's a tiny little piece, but I determine every Sunday what are the 5 most important things I have to do to reach my goal.
Hmm.
And they come through inspiration.
Exactly what needs to happen, the next step, and there's um, delay in moving forward, because that's also one of the biggest points that we're hit, is that you need to move quickly because you're just wasting time.
Absolutely. So I wish everyone who is kind of in the decision-making process to really consider this. I think it's a fantastic opportunity to build your business, or to add, if you have an existing here, to add a key component. And it can be done. It's actually simple because it's systematized, and it's also really safe with the right community.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, again, Christine, I didn't have any other questions. I was very valuable. So thank you again for being here. Let's